Alright guys, here's the deal. I know that Ito Junior Collection has not been the most horrific show. I mean, there are some great horror anime shows like Blood Sea or any other good horror show you all could think of. But you gotta give Ito Junior Collection some props for making a good horror show. And again, before I begin episode 4 review, just to let y'all know that I'm only reviewing Ito Junior Collection on Sundays till now, for now, and because I'm working. So you will get reviews of this Ito Junior Collection on Sundays. So my schedule is kind of be tight, but I'll manage it. So you guys know the review of Thursdays is How to Keep a Mummy. That's that. Then it's gonna be Killing Bites on Fridays. Saturdays is gonna be Citrus, hands down, like Citrus. And then the next Sunday is gonna be Killing Bites. I mean, not Killing Bites. Sunday is gonna be Ito Junior Collection. So keep that in mind. So episode 4. Okay, you gotta applaud this first. You gotta applaud these two shows. I mean, these two shows trying to bring the horrorness back, even though it wasn't scary as it is, but it was trying, and they actually did a good job with it. The first half the first half was so not scary, more like what the fuck moment. It's like one of those shows you watch it's like one of those shows you watch and you like, what the fuck? Did that just it's that kind of thing. And the characters, okay, let me be honest. After 4 episodes of Ito Junior Collection, nobody is not scared. They just see a dead body. The next thing they go like, oh. They're not even surprised. They're not even jumping scared. They're just like, they're not screaming like, ah! They just like, like what the hell? But episode 4, okay, back to what I was saying. Episode 4 was basically about this guy who's next door and about to see this doctor with wide eyes walking around. Now, come on, guys. If you see a creepy doctor going next door, you're not going to react to it. You're not going to call the cops. You're not going to say anything. You're just going to let this creepy doctor just walking in. He walks in next door to a girl that got holes everywhere in her body and legs like Swiss cheese. He's like Swiss cheese, with those holes in them. And then bugs come out of it. I'm like, okay, this ain't Shino. Because at least Shino from Naruto I won't know. I think about it. Shino from Naruto already had like bugs in his body, genetics, it's in his clan. We get that. But holes in everybody's body, it's like a ocarina. Ocarina. It's like so imagine that with just flutes with holes and just play the music and everybody. You could just do that with the holes in them. But okay, I'm bad. I'm sorry. I'm so bad. But he was so suspicious, asking what's wrong with him? What's wrong with the girl next door? And then she trying to point out slowly about there's something outside. Now his friend trying to find out archives from his friend's grandfather's book about where this artifact is. And then we know that this artifact, this green little bug-type hole-shaped thing is actually the cursed. It's the thing that made them who the thing that got them all creepy, looking like with holes in them. And even if the creepiness was when their eyes, like even if you got holes in your face and the eyes come down here, and they could still talk. I'm like, what the fuck? It's scary. Like the guy opened the curtain and his friend was like holes in him. And I'm like, wow. So all this time, the artifact on the ground, all this time for years was there. But the thing about this part was that how the main character did not know that thing was outside for years. How did he not know that? That little curse figurine was there for years, and nobody had the audacity to like pick it up use clips, the little forks, pickups things or something. I mean, come on. Do something with it. But no, they just kept it there for years. So his friend picked it up and he telling him like, oh, this thing is cursed. The doctor that was he's one of those people, protectors of it. And he coming and walking in slow like. I'm like, and the main character's not doing anything. He just look outside the window in this tornado-like place and he just let him just die. Like he just let a friend die. Don't even care. Not even stopping the doctor. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? And then they said the next day he died, and the girl that was full with holes is actually cured. So I'm like, okay. So if someone was in other words, let's say someone hold the cursed orb. Let's say someone hold a cursed artifact. and they had holes there. But then if someone was to pick it up, you don't get the holes around you. You don't get Swiss cheese. You don't get bullets everywhere in your body. You actually pass it down to someone else, and they die for it. So yeah, but still, though, that was okay of a horror show. Now, oh my God, if you guys heard the movie House of Wax, you guys might want to watch House of Puppets on episode 4. I mean, House of Puppets. And that's the moral of that episode is, if you fuck with a puppet, they'll fuck with you. Okay? So make sure the next time you see a puppet, try to be nice with it. So this boy, you know, I kick things off with this boy, you know, and his brothers and sister and his father. They're puppeteers, you know. They go around just making puppets, you know. They talk it out, you know. It's kind of a freelancer thing, but it's kind of dope. It's kind of nice. As he was trying to fit in with school, you know, it's hard for a boy who's trying to go around going to school, but going around doing puppetry is kind of hard for him. But he meets this girl, and you gotta applaud this girl trying to like this guy. I mean, come on. Remember that girl came in, I'm like, oh, she's gonna die. I called it right there in the middle. She died. But let me get to that. Now, and he took her to this van where there's all puppetry, and then you see this creepy ass puppet that his brother's favorite, and just smacked it off. And I'm like, oh, you're gonna die. And it was obvious. It was obvious she was gonna die anyway because she fucked with it. So after his father died, years later, he stayed with his sister, and the brother left years ago. They didn't give a fuck. But then he got a word. Well, he's reunited with the girl that you met like when elementary. So they got reunited, adults now. And then he got the letter from his brother saying, "Oh, it's been so long. Let's go to his house." And the house is normal, but the inside is fucking puppetry. The ceiling is controlled by like a bunch of people controlling them, the mom, dad, and the little boy. I'm like, this is totally House of Wax, but this House of Puppets is fucking creepy. It was totally creepy. And their sister, I'm like, the sister's gonna die too because she wants to stay in a house with strings around her. Like, that's as creepy as it is. I mean, Chucky will be so proud even without puppet strings. I mean, he's a brolic one. But anyway, you got a house full of people controlling your life. Imagine, I can imagine a guy. I can imagine you going in the bathroom and the puppets are trying to control your fly a little bit, make you use the bathroom. It's kind of fuckery. And the main character tried to come and get her sister back, but the girl, so I'm like, she's gonna die, and it was obvious because she sees from the window that she's actually talking to a girl, but it was actually he was actually looking at ballerina puppets. So she go inside the house, and that's the same puppet that you abused, that you slapped with, came back for revenge, and revenge was said and done. She got her on the corner, he went down the hallway, and the puppet stabbed, not only stabbed the woman, but it was controlling her. And the puppet was so brolic that it actually stabbed him with a knife, but he smacked that thing smacked that shit. And then as soon as the puppet destroyed, everybody died. Well, except his sister, but the brother, his brother's wife, and the kid, everybody died and turned into puppets. That's how fucked up that is. I'm like, wow. So the puppet was the human. You know what I mean? The puppet was actually controlling everybody in that house. And I say it again. The moral of that half is, if you fuck with a puppet, they'll fuck with you. That's the bottom line. So remember, if you guys go to a puppet show, make sure you be nice with them. Don't smack it because they'll put a curse on you and you will die. So make sure that next time. You can tell your kids that too. Please just watch puppetries and don't fuck with them. That's how I see it. But that's how that is. So I will say episode 4 wasn't too tense. It wasn't that scary. The dub for Ito Junji Collection, I didn't see it, but I got a feeling the dub for it is gonna be garbage. I don't know if I'm gonna see the dub. I don't know if I want to give it a shot. But tell me what y'all think. Is the dub for Ito Junji Collection that good or not? Just to see how great it is. I mean, I'm not saying dub shows are good. Just let me know what you guys think about it. But anyway, episode 4 wasn't that much scary. It wasn't that. It was more like a surprise face than it is like, oh my god type. It wasn't that. But it is what it is. It was great. So I hope y'all know that Sundays I'm running to do Ito Junior collection, so keep that in mind. But anyway, 4 was okay. 5 is gonna. I hope 5 will be somewhat scarier. I hope so. Let's just wait it out. So tune in next week.